Hello guys, my name is Kunal Singh, co-founder of Admotech. Welcome to my channel Admotech's Blue starts our today lecture of our full DSA course, which is exclusively and most understandable and excited lecture in the history of YouTube. So let's start with our previous folder. Now open it with VS Code Editor as we usually use. So as you see in the thumbnail, the new topic is asymptotic analysis, means big O notation and more about it like master theorem. We all study about in this lecture. So continue with our P folder and DSA. So open it. Now I write it in new format. So this is our lecture 2. Now save it. Now we study about how asymptotic relationships and analysis run. As you all know, the best code is that one which needs a small size and which is fastly run. That is in simple way time complexity and space complexity. So we study in this is time complexity and space complexity. Now and the normal definition of an asymptotic analysis is the efficiency of an algorithm depends on the amount of time, storage and other resources required to execute the algorithm. The efficiency measured with the help of asymptotic relationship. This is the simple definition. Now, in simply only, asymptotic relationships. I write it in VS Code editor for your reference in the note. This is a comment on asymptotic analysis. Now we read about three asymptotic relation notations, that is big O notation, omega notation and theta notations. And always careful about that. We on the successful coder is only one which need less size for coding and less time for execution. In this way we use the right code for doing anything. This is multi-line comments. And the three types I declared you earlier is big O notation, that is big O notation. Second one is omega notation, and third one is theta notation. So let's discuss about each and every notations. Now we read about specifically each and every element. Like I copy it and then paste it for detailed explanation. That is big O notation. What is big O notation? In simply way, big O notation represent upper bound of the running time of an algorithm. Thus, it gives the worst case complexity of an algorithm. Means that this gives worst case of time complexity. So this is the late procedure notation. And also you read about the graph of big O notations and link is given in the description box. Please see it later on. But now assume that big O notation is not our requirement. We requirement is the best code. Now go for further forward. We read about omega notation. In omega notation, it is also known as the best time complexity because it represents the lower bound of the running time of an algorithm. Thus, it provides the best case complexity of an algorithm. Thus, we determine that omega notation is the best one. So, our priority gives it 1. And let's read about the theta notation. So, now in theta notation, we discuss in theta notation. This is the something about average type of time complexity because it encloses the function from above and below, since it represents the upper and the lower bound of the running time of an algorithm. So we find out that theta notation is the average notation in our coding part. So let's arrange this in the increasing and decreasing order. First one is omega notation, then second one is theta, second one is theta, and first one is omega. So we correct this, then theta, and then big O notation, and we analyze it with a mnemonics like big O means big size, big time. So it give the position of last one, and theta notation, you assume that that is medium coding, and first one is omega. Omega because omega is represent as a power, so it is omega as not related with the physics but in computers this is the power. Let's assume that for your remember in full line of Latin. So they all are the notations, but this notation only for understanding. But our main motive is the how to solve a best code problem to get best answer for any problem. So let's discuss about the master theorem because master theorem give a pinpoint idea for solving any type of question in your for your requirement, and whether it is asked in interview, it helps us more for solving many types of question. It is basically an algorithm for an step-by procedure which helps you to increase your coding proficiency and efficiency. So let's discuss about master theorem. It is very interesting. So please watch till the last. Now we simply understand what is master theorem basically is. The master theorem is used to calculating the time complexity of recurring relationships, divide and conquer algorithm in a simple and quick way. That is, we only calculate what is omega notation, theta notation, and big O notation, and what is the proficiency and efficiency of a code in our code for solving any type of question. So master theorem only give about the calculative idea of these notations. I write it for your future reference because master theorem is nothing other than a calculation in computer, means the encoding part. So let's start writing the master theorem. Coding is not a difficult task for anyone. If you feel something for doing anything, then you did it. Without wasting your further time, I write it in this by pausing the video. So I write it. The master theorem is used in calculating the time complexity of recurring relations like divide and conquer algorithm in a simple and quick way. Now we understand what is the basically theorem that is used by master theorem. So I write it a full code and explained you step by step for your better understanding. Now let's observe that this is the function that we need to solve, and I explained every variable in it for better understanding, like where n represent the size of input, a represent number of subproblem in the recursion, a this one, n divided by b, size of each subproblem. All subproblems are assumed to have the same size, and fn is cost of work done outside the recursive call, which includes the cost of dividing the problem and cost of merging the solutions. But this is only a function and analysis are remaining. So if here is a condition, here a is greater than and equal to 1 also, and b is greater than 1, they are all constant. Remember that. for future reference. Then also note then Fn is symptotically positive function. Then this relation is good relation because our time complexity is very good and approximately log n is the worst case and log constant like log 0 is the best case for your time complexity, but they are all calculated by our softwares, so they not need to be learned about much more. We only know what is the symptotic relationships that is shown by our softwares, so that we understand everything for analysis our code and write it in an efficient way. So this is all about master theorem and symptotic relationships for understanding what is the code says that it is good or wrong or average, and for executing the right or not. Let's start how to code and how the strategy run on every code for better coding efficiency like space complexity and time complexity and recursion. There are many things in DSA that helps you many more, but we all code are run in Java because Java also helps you in Android development and web development. So let's start with Java, and also you can try in it with C++ because C++ also helps in competitive programs. But now I suggest you that you need to learn Java because I also learned first Java in my future, because Java not only helps in competitive programming, it also helps in Android development and web development. Also you can entertain yourself by developing anything because development keeps your mind sharp and amaze you very much. And I also explained my journey because I not know the C of coding, but I when I understand what HTML and how it is run, and I run it and observe that this is the very amazing and fantastic problem because it shows many things that we not assume that they all can done. And this only one explains me how these codes run and how these code compile in the program. So this all about this, and I recommended that you start your DSA programming with Java, not with Python, because Python not in so much demand in DSA only, but it is also in demand, but not in DSA because everyone know about the simplicity of Python, because Python has some built-in functions, and in Java some functions are not built-in. We created an object and oriented programming, and also these sharp our mind and coding are better. Coding is only be done when we know about what is the actually code says about this program, and with the help of Java we execute many types of program, one problem with many solutions. So you should take and choose one language about C++ and Java because both are effective languages, and with the use of C++ you only available in competitive coding but not in web development, app development. So to develop this one because they also in demand in the future, and in my suggestion everyone needs to develop one of the languages in JavaScript also. And the most exciting offer I given for you that I release JavaScript programming course further in future, because now continuously running Java DSA programming when this is continued, and then I start JavaScript also and HTML programming also. Also I created you for animated websites for your best accomplishment of the understanding with HTML and web development and app development also. Now I think that I also required you to know about what is Android development because app development is in great boom in our society. So I also explained you. So please join my channel and subscribe it for connected with me. And I explained you, and I also promise you that with my help of YouTube channel you know about many things, and you love it coding, because I also start my journey with some basic programs, but now I need you to learn about DSA, because DSA is the only language which helps you in cracking the highest placement. So subscribe my channel for further alert and comments also, so that all the other participants can see it and also enjoy my lectures for your better future career prospects. And also my lectures are not so big like others YouTubers makes, so I make short videos for you, so that you not confuse and also not lose your interest in coding. Short videos helps you in many things, and connected with me for your DSA journey. Thank you. Subscribe my channel, comments and like it, and share it. And thanks for supporting me.